Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Enigmatica 6 Expert Mode. I'm Katiana. I know. I said we were doing Stone Block today, but Naga dropped a piece of knowledge during District Stream this morning, and I cannot wait to implement it here in our base. And so I thought I would change things up and do E6E during the first half of our stream today, and we'll still do Stone Block tonight. But I've got to implement what Naga told us about today. So, if you have been a regular watcher of our streams here on Twitch or on YouTube, you know that we have been an active user of the bounty boards as a way of getting runes of mana, because crafting those things are an absolute nightmare. So, I have a village with a druid bounty board bookmarked, so I can go there and get runes of mana. Well, it turns out that bounty boards and the decrees are both craftable, and they don't have to be in a village at all. So in that case, we can actually create a bounty board hall here in our base and be able to do all of the trading and everything to collect our rewards right here. And there are a ton of different bounty boards available that can be a great source of additional resources for us that we have not been taking advantage of. So the first thing I want to do is go and fetch that druid bounty board, and it can be the first one that we have. And then I want to see, do we have any other bounty boards that we could maybe adopt and bring back? Because that would save us a bit of work. Where is my axe? I guess that's my first question. Did I not bring an axe to bring the bounty board with us? Because if I didn't, we're going to need to go back and get an axe. I did not. Okay, mistakes. Home. Where's my axe? Axe. 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 Well, okay. Back again. Okay, and F7. Oops. Alright. So this is the village. We've been hanging out here a lot. Like a lot. There's terracotta here, there's bricks here, there's a lot of other stuff we can come and ransack this village as needed. But here is the bounty board, and it didn't even occur to me that these things were potentially lootable. Now, I may have destroyed it being a druid one by taking it. That's a risk we're going to have to take. Because I couldn't take the druid decree out. But we should be able to get another druid one when we start crafting these things. So, what I've done is made a new room up here. And this is going to be our bounty board room. So what we can do is put this in here. It is still a druid one. This is great. And it looks like there's room for additional decrees to be added. So in theory, potentially each bounty board can hold 3 decrees. So let's go see about crafting some and see what different ones we get. And see if that's the case, that we can actually put multiples in there. So the bounty board is actually really simple. Except I don't have any oak. Because of course I don't. Why would I have oak? I'm in a savanna. And it actually requires oak. Fortunately, I have gotten saplings. And I have bone meal. I think. Thank you. Nope. I'm going to put one of these in here. 20 minutes to grow a tree? Oh my gosh. I should be good on these berries for now. I should. I'm going to put my necklace back on. Okay. No, I didn't want to shoot an arrow. I just wanted to move quickly. Goodness gracious. Move out here. Plant said tree. How did I only grab 2? That was bad. That was so bad. Yeah. Really? Really? That's as tall of a tree as I'm gonna get? Seriously? Epic fail, little sapling. And I have my thing on. Gosh darn it. Good thing I got more saplings. Better. Better. 5. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's grab some more. I need to be able to twerk this tree into existence! Okay, let's go ahead and plant these others to maybe grow naturally. Darn tree. Maybe I have the oak planks and I just don't have the logs. No, I need the planks. Okay, well I can make planks. And I'll get more planks out of the sawmill. I did do a bit of work while I was watching District Stream this morning as well. Done a little remodeling. So you'll notice there's now 2 of these redstone flux cells here. And that is because I have moved the empowering to over here so that I can get more power. I moved the setup, the energizing rod setup to here, so I basically can get full power directly from the reactor. And that allowed me to bring the 2 additional energizing rods that I had in storage. So I have 3 niotic and 2 basic to charge things up. And guys, I did a wither battle. And I went and got more wither skull heads so we can do a wither battle together. So I forgot where we had more wither skulls was in our enchanting room. So I changed them out to creeper heads. So yeah. They aren't quite as good as wither skeleton heads, but I can have more of them in there to get bonuses. And that allowed me to have wither skeleton heads needed to do 3 wither battles. So I figure when District finishes up his stream, if he comes over and raids us, we will do wither battle, which will be very anticlimactic. It went actually significantly better than I thought it was going to, which actually made me very happy because I was a little worried, not gonna lie. Okay, so this one, oh, it gives you one by default when you make it, so we got a hunter one. And then you can make more. Interesting. Okay, so when you make, oh look, it is just filled right up here. Ancient log. Oh, magic clay and resonating gem. Okay, that one I actually might want to make. Cascading Archwood Log 7. Hang on. I mean, we could spend an entire episode just fulfilling these bounty board quests to get rewards. The cascading? 7 logs. And the key thing is, if you don't take it off of the board, the counter doesn't start. So you can go get the item and then take it off the bounty board and give it back. Oh, that is nice. Resonating gems and magic clay. Oh, nice. I'm not sure how valuable necessarily any of these are going to be, but I know the witch one is one that Naga has found that one to be very valuable. I'm going to put these two away. So like I said, I did do a little bit of work today. So when we talked last night, I was telling you that there would be a grind to be able to do the next tier of these niotic capacitors. I started work on that. So the first step in that was making 128 niotic. So I did that, but I also made the nitro crystals. That's why I did the wither battle. So the reward for that is an energy cell nitro and a random loot box. So we'll get that done. Oh my gosh, we got the player aerial pearl. Oh my gosh. I needed one of those, and it gave me one. Huh. That's so funny. I actually needed one of those, and it gave me one as a quest reward. Too funny. So I'm trying to work on this one, but I'm out. I ran out of paste, and I ran out of capacitors. So I'm currently in process of making enough capacitors and so on to complete that. So, depending on what all happens during the stream, we may get back to that, because that means, running things through our over at the factory. But I need to make a bunch of plastic first. And I have the football games on. I still have District Stream going as well. I waited until I finished lunch before I started streaming. So, while I was eating, I got that new room set up and built. So let's look at making decrees. So decrees, that's pretty straightforward. Looks like all we're missing is the purple dye. So now I'm thinking we can make the blue and the red to make purple. Oh, I did that already. Lapis. We'll get a couple of lapis. And make blue. And then we've got the red. That gives us purple. Okay, so that is a decree. I believe what Naga said is this will just go random when you put it in the bounty board. So let's go. So if I put this in here. Oh, let's not do the druid one in case it changes what the hunter. This one. Okay, so now we have a toolsmithing one. Okay, I like that. Oh, and there's a Kumadori saying she's going to be off at 3. Okay. Dungeon Dweller, Hunting, and Toolsmithing. Gotcha. Oop. Responded in the wrong place there. Okay, so now we have Toolsmithing, Hunter, Dungeon Dweller in this one. A Basal Shard. Ooh. That's a good one. 18 cooked chicken and a diamond sword to get 5 basal shards and moose antlers. 8 steak for 5 nautilus shells. Iron sword and anchor plate to get slime balls and kangaroo hide. Interesting. Oh, and now I can take that one out. Oh, as long as there's one in there. Oh, okay. So here's what we can do. Is we can get one of our shulkers. So like Hunter. Hunter maybe doesn't generate something that we feel is valuable. So we can put the Hunter one away. And now it's going to generate Dungeon Dweller, Turtle Shell, and Brass Funnel. Okay, let's see what these other two are. Leatherworking, Cleric supplies. Okay, interesting. So if we make more bounty boards, we can put those in there and see what they're going to be. So now we have 4 more. We need 4 more bounty boards. So we need more oak planks. But I need to have oak here. Let's get more bone meal. Just give me a stack. Oh, Naburo, protect me! Woohoo! It's so good having an iron golem around. Dude. Who else? Dude. Guys, I'm trying to get trees. I don't have time for this. Guys. Anyone else? You, dude. Dude. Anyone else? Mr. Spider? Anyone else? We good now? Everybody good? You? Lovely. Oh, you brew a nice tall one. Good job, Mr. Tree. Mr. No. You. Bad. Tree. Good. No. Spider. Bad. Bad. Zombie. Bad. More spider. Bad. All of you. Bad. I can't pick up all the things. There's too much stuff. Okay. What all of you been dropping for me here? Have everything now. Oh, okay, what else? Guys. Okay, let's get those saplings back out. No. No, don't throw my satchel. I love my satchel very much. Okay. Outrunning spider. Well, I tried to outrun the spider. I'm not sure I made. I think I outran the spider. Okay. I got a spider spawn egg. Good deal. Alright, drop you off, drop you off, drop you off, drop you off. I think I got some stuff in here that can go. Redstone, wheat, here. You. Okay. You. Then you. Let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Put the rest of those in there. We'll take these down and get those made into planks. Planks. Houston is up 5-0. They just got a safety versus Cleveland. Oh, maximum. Chicago is beating the Bears. Looks like they just had a turnover, though, so. Poor Maximum cheering against his team because he wants the better draft pick. It's a tough position to be in. All right, here's this. So we want to request. So we're going to actually get 4 more bounties by putting these up. Gives us 4 more chances to get the witch bounty. And then we'll be able to put in different ones. Okay, so we're going to space these out. Oh, I made the room 1 too short. Oh, drat. Hang on. We need more slate so we can expand the room. So I wanted to put 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. Well, then there should be a space here. Which means this needs to be 1 deeper. Lisai. No! And I start putting the wall back up. I want to put 1 there, and I want to put 1 there, which means the wall. Which means this should be slate, which means the wall should be here. Okay. And then we did not get any limestone. I'm going to have to run down and get limestone to fill in the floor. Okay. Grab limestone quick. Epic room failure. I know, puppies. I know. Philadelphia's up 14-7 on Tennessee. Of course, the game that matters is the one that starts at 3, so at least I'm only going to miss the beginning of that game when I'm getting a Kumadori from work, so that is good. Okay, so let's get these in the wall, see what we get. So this one is a miner, okay, and this one is armor smithing. Don't have either one of those yet. There's a lot of variety. Okay, so then this one over here. And here comes District Now. This one is fishing. And this one is cartography. This is great. We have yet to get a duplicate. Hi, guys. How you doing? How did the rest of your shenanigans go after I left? Hey, JC. You you got your thermogenerator. Nice. Well, that's something you weren't planning on working on today. As Chicago scores another touchdown to take a 16-3 lead on Green Bay. Maximum must be losing his mind. Oh my gosh. Oh, Maximum, what are you going to do here? Captive, there's Captive, who's extremely excited. It's official. Ohio State has made the playoff. They got Georgia. District off to go get himself some lunch. We were going to do Stone Block today, but instead, Naga's drop of knowledge about bounty boards being craftable and that you could actually make the bounties. You want no. Right conference, wrong team. Yes. The Ohio State University made the playoff. They will be playing Georgia, and Michigan State, being rude as always and doesn't wait until they get back. Hey, AV Navy, how are you doing? AV Navy, I waited for you to get back before doing more sacrifices. Because I have sacrifices for you. You'll be happy. I tested it earlier, so I know it will work. But so far we have not gotten any duplicates, so this is very cool. So we have a dungeon dwell. Which one of those gives you LV wire coil? Oh, gold ingots, Eye of the Pillager, netherite helmet, warped nylon, nether core. Okay, one of those gives LV wire coil. Who was that? We want that one back. Probably. Oh, maybe it was toolsmithing. Okay, so this one's fishing. Required spider kills. Ooh, interesting. You have to actually go kill mobs to complete these. That's interesting. Okay, so now this one is cartography. Random banners, empty map, banner patterns. This one is miner, emerald, rope and torch to get emerald and fluorite. Blocks of zinc and uranium ingots. Blocks of uranium and blocks of tin for rope. Blocks of silver for rope? What? Seriously, OP. Okay, so this one is armor smithing. You can actually get a decree for coal. Okay, that one I could actually do. I have coal. The one I'm trying to get is the one for the witch. I'd like to put these all in individual ones so I don't have any I don't necessarily want duplicates or two of them in the same bounty board if I could help it. Okay, so here's that, and then that gets me then a new decree, which I'll then a machinist. Oh, that's one we want. That's definitely one we want. Cleric supplies. That one I think could be useful too. Hunter, I don't think we need Hunter because Hunter's going to be mob drops and we get that from JC. Toolsmithing I think can be good. Cleric supplies could be good. Machinist, we want that one. We definitely want that one for sure. I don't think the Dungeon Dweller one is one we're going to need, so let's replace that one with Machinist. So we'll put Machinist in, take Dungeon Dweller out. Dungeon Dweller out. Fishing. I don't think fishing is going to be very helpful. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think that one's going to help us. Let's check cleric supplies and see what that one gets us. And it'll take a little bit for these to rotate, because the old ones will disappear and then new ones are going to populate. Okay, again, cartography, I don't think that one's going to be useful. But let's see what toolsmithing gives us. So let's put this one in and take that one out. Okay, so I don't think we're going to need Dungeon Dweller. I don't think we're going to need cartography. I don't think we're going to need fishing. I don't think we're going to need hunter. We have not yet really looked at leatherworking. Okay, so this is armor smithing. I mean, the emeralds would be nice, but I have Emerald B. That's going to cover my need, and we really don't need a source of armor. Let's put leather working in there instead and give that a chance to rotate around, see what that's going to give us. Okay. When it's saying rope, it's talking about this, right? I assume it's talking about this. Or is it talking about this? Or is it talking about this? Which rope are you referring to? Let's go. Because, holy cow, that's a lot of blocks of material that it is... Okay, I don't have any flax there. Flax. I don't think I've collected any flax. I've got cotton. Will cotton make me rope? No. It will make me wool blocks, so I'll take that. That clears up an inventory spot over here. Will it take... Okay, so I've been collecting these ropes from... The trader does sell flax seeds. I probably have flax seeds, I'm guessing. Slimy. I've got flax seeds, so I have the seeds. I've just not put them into use yet. It's a matter of which kind of rope does it want, because that would be a really good source of some materials. Oh! So the Farmer's Delight one works. Which is made from straw. Which is made from wild rice. Or rice panicle. Which is made from Farmer's Delight rice. Lapis, bitumen coal, 6 blocks of silver. Like, I gotta take that one. 6 blocks of silver? That's, yeah, give me. Ooh, wait, that, ooh. Amendius Enigmatica silver. Zinc ingot and sulfur. I definitely do not need bitumen or coal. I'm good there. Cooked pork chop and torches for blocks of zinc. That one, I like that one. That one, the minor one, is definitely staying. Oh, runes of mana. 5 cascading archwood logs and 4 tall mystical white flowers. Yeah, 5 logs, 4 white flowers. We'll be right back. 5 logs. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 tall white flowers. 4 tall white flowers. I have 3. Okay, we'll take 1. Go get bone meal. And my shears. And now I have 4. Whoop. 4 runes of mana. Oh, so nice. Tokens of fear, magic clay. Yeah, druid, very powerful. Very powerful. Okay, so this one is machinist. It's been in here. Basic control circuits. Oh, sweet mother of God. My life has been saved. Oh my God. Oh, Naga, thank you, 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 thank you. Come here. Eight basic control circuits. Oh my God. It would have taken me like 2 or 3 hours to make 8 of them. Oh my God! Bernardo, hello. Ah, card base and steer 1 storage module. Oh, taking that too. Here's the tier 1. There's some card base. Oh my God. HDPE sheets and redstone flux coils. Are you kidding me right now? Hang on. We need to put some stuff away. Where's my thing? Here. Put the rope away. Hi. HDPE sheets. HDPE sheets. $39 biofuels and an infused diamonds. Oh my gosh, could we get infused mana pearls? Guys, if we could get infused mana pearls, that's how we could get our mana pearls we need. There's biofuel we need to get the gas burning generator started, but there's infused diamond. Oh my gosh. Well, no, nothing is as good as seeing those basic control circuits there. Needless to say, the machinist one is staying in place. Oh my gosh. That's game changing. Game changing. Oh my gosh, to get that one, unbelievable. I'm absolutely in shock right now. Grabbing more redstone. And I'll grab more coal. Just in case another one comes up, it will be ready for it. Oh my gosh. We can put those in there. We have those now at the ready. And we'll store the biofuel in there. And now we've got mana glass vials store in there. There's runes of mana. We're up to 8 runes of mana. It's glorious. The HDPE sheets can get stored in here. Yeah, this is very, very... Oh, I did finally put a door on our room here for growing netherwort. Cleaned it up just a smidge. Was there another one we got a quest? Oh, I did go back and make the Magnimator. So that quest is cleaned up. Was there another quest that I got done? No, I think that's it for the quests. So I didn't do a ton of progression. Just a couple of quests we got cleaned up. Okay, so needless to say, Machinist is staying. More HDPE sheets. Oh my gosh, that one's good. Okay, so cleric supplies. Ender pearl. Potion of healing. Okay. That one is not that impressive. This one is tool smithing. Shears. Trowel, stone hoe. Shears, stone hoe, stone pick. Okay, so toolsmithing, that one also does not look all that impressive. Leather working, leather cap, leather pants, leather cap, leather pants, leather tunic, leather cap. Okay, leather working also not that impressive. Okay, so I'm saying we're keeping druid, miner, machinist, but I think toolsmithing, cleric supplies, and leather worker can probably all go. So we need to make... Let's see, we can do one. If I put one there, I put one there. Oh, the room isn't the right length this way either. That's all right. How will we do this? Let's put one there, and we'll put two here in the middle. So I could do 4 more bounty birds there. And we can put a bounty board here. And we can put a bounty board here. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have room for 6 more bounty boards. Means I'm gonna need a lot more oak planks. Okay, so how many more can I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so close. I can do 5. Okay, let's go see what we get in these 5. This is so sweet. Okay, let's go over here first. And this one is an electrician. Oh my gosh, love it. And this one is witch. Yes, we got the witch. Sweet. Okay, this one is fishing. Okay, we have a duplicate there, so we need to get that one out. Fletching. Okay, that one's new. Tinkering. That sounds glorious. I don't know what it is, but it sounds glorious, whatever it is. Okay, so this one is a duplicate. So I know we need to make at least one more decree. So let's do decree. Oh, I'm out of purple dye again. Okay, so we'll get more purple. Okay. Alright, so we'll put this one in here. Chef's supplies. Okay. That one's right up Akumadori's alley, obviously. LV Lyre. Oh! Oh! Transistors and HV wire connectors. Is that going to be transistors from... Oh man, if that's transistors from Enigmatica, that's going to be sweet. I'm already liking electrician. Purified ink and honing oil. Oh, but which kills? How would you meet that one? suppose if you had spawners for the different mobs set up, then you could activate whichever spawner you needed to get your different kills done. Zombie and spider kills, those wouldn't be hard to do because I get those out in front of my base all the time. Fletching, this is going to be arrows. Oh, that one gets you a decree for 16 tripwire hooks. I don't think I have that many. 16 is a lot. But I'm getting very hungry. There we go. I mean, I just throw them in here, so... Yeah, I didn't think so. I have 3. They're probably easy enough to make. So it'd be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That was you, right? Here. Doop. That gets me another decree, so we'll put this one in. Ooh, a second witch. So if I double the number of decrees in there, is that going to speed up how many I get? Or I'd probably want to have a second bounty board like below it and have both of them generating witches. Honing oil 2. Okay, so far all of the ones here are requiring kills. So I'm thinking that's what we would need to do for the common mobs. We'd want to set up a spawner room where we could activate a certain spawner to generate whichever type of mob we needed to get the certain number of kills we would need. Normally, I bring the items before I grab the bounty. I wonder if it can see the kills before I grab the bounty though. I'm curious how that one will work. Oh, water sigil. Oh, you can get sigils from the witches one? Ooh, I can see why Naga would like these. Hey, how are we doing over here? Oh! Yeah, give me this. Bing! More basic control circuits! Dark glass? More basic control circuits! We need iron ingots. Oh my gosh. Guys, I've spent hours making these basic control circuits. This is crazy that I can just buy them like this. Oh my gosh. Industrial alarm. I'm so happy I can't even speak on a logistic passive provider frame. Crop support. Windmill blade metal ladder. Dielectric rods. Give me that. Yeah, that's from Powa. An elevator base, lantern, and crop support. Elevator base. Elevator base? Elevator base. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay, what's crop support? Crop. Kerosene lamps. I know JC is using those. He likes those. Okay, I think toolsmithing is definitely going to be able to go. Fletching. Fletching, I think, is definitely going to be able to go. Yeah. Chef supplies, major no. Tinkering. A lot of the redstone things. Not too thrilled with those. Okay. Bone and rotten flesh for pewter inlays. Okay, that's a bucket of blood for a Fortuna extract 2 and 3 Tier 2 dimensional storage stabilizers. What? A bucket of blood. What is a bucket of blood? Bucket o bucket dot bucket o blood. Literally blood in a bucket. So that would be 20 rotten flesh, right? Put the lava bucket in. Get a regular bucket out. I have a tiny little smeltery, so it'll take a hot minute to do 20, but bucket o' blood. Whoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Hemp rope coils and display shelves. Are you kidding me right now? There it is, the infused ender pearl. We need 5 nickel ingots. Oh my gosh. Look at that. We're up to 18 basic control circuits. Oh my god. Where is it? Oh my gosh. An ultimate control circuit? An ultimate control circuit? I Does that mean we should be able to get advanced control circuits? Oh my gosh, if we can get advanced control circuits this way, we're going to be able to make some of the machines that we've been stuck on. Oh my gosh! A blue shield template. I don't even know what that is. Oh my gosh! I'm slightly losing my mind here. This blows my mind. Cause okay, this is what we need for an iron crafter. We probably can figure out the Wixie charm. That I'm not worried about. It's the advanced control circuit that's holding us back from being able to upgrade to iron crafters. And then from an iron crafter, we need the elite control circuits. If we can get all the way up to an ultimate control circuit from this board, if advanced and elite are both possible through the bounty board, we could get our crafters upgraded significantly, which, yes, would be a huge drain on the RS system. But we have so many more recipes for plates and gears and things that we can't put them in the crafters because I don't have room. And it would mean making a second machine. If we could avoid making a second machine and a second crafter by just upgrading our crafter, that would be so nice. And our power situation is better. Oh, but I gotta get that one. It'll get us another decree, and it does get us a bottle of enchanting. Only one, but still. Hang on. Me. Oh, we are out of mana, because I did have to make 64 of those resonant gems to get moving. So I was like, we're a little out. Let's grab one of these and convert that. And then we'll put that in there and that in there. I'm so running out of room now. Let's see. We can put the bin in there. That can go in there. That can go in there. These. This can go in there. You're gonna need more redstone. Yeah. Let's take a stack of those. I can break them down as needed. This one. That gets me another decree. Let's see what we get here. Ping. Chef supplies. Boo! We already know we don't like that one. Okay. Glowstone. Brewing stand. Okay. Toolsmithing. Okay. We don't care for toolsmithing. We don't care for fletching. And we don't care for tinkering. Sigil of the Blood Lamp. Okay, that's not bad. Plunderer's Glint. What's that? P-L-U-N. Ah, grants looting on weapons. Okay. Soul shards. Okay. Conveyor belts. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so I'd like to get more machinists. That would be nice. Okay, so I need one more. Means making more planks. I'll grab another oak. Oh my gosh, that would be like another game-changing thing if we were able to get the advanced control circuits in an easier way without having to. Why am I going this way? I have to make things first. Without having to craft them. That would just be huge. Okay, so I need one more bounty board. Okay, and then let's make 3 more decrees. I haven't looked to see how many different decrees there are. I'd like to get one of every decree available, even if I don't necessarily have them in a board. Tinkering. Okay, so we already have 2 tinkerings. So let's see. Fishing. Okay, that's a duplicate. Librarian. Okay, that's new. Okay, it's tinkering. And then millwright. Okay, let's take cleric supplies out and see what millwright does. Trying to think where. I mean, I suppose I could put him in the ceiling too if we wanted to. No reason we couldn't. suppose if I put one there, one there, one there. I'd end up with the same odd thing because it'd be mirrored the wall, wouldn't it? Oh, I could do this. Okay, so then we'd put like one there. Let's start with that. So we could do 6 more. Enchanted books. That makes sense. Could be all enchanted books. Essence of Death. Okay, so we're gonna need more wood. Drop off my pride and joy here. Ah! So cool. So cool. And then, see, this goes in blood magic, so we should go the Undergarden. Oh, I need to do AV Navy sacrifice. We should do that first. Time out for sacrificing. Put that there. And then we should go to occultism and drop off these. Okay, home. Oh, oh, but I want to teleport. Let me. Thank you. Okay. So I've tested this so that I know that it works. Just need the soul sand. And then we need our piece of glass. And I can drop that off. I can drop that off. Oh, I got another bin. That in there. And I've got arrows. Okay, good. Off we go. Time to go kill the wither. Doo -doo -doo -doo. Off we go. I had built this ages ago, because I had thought we were going to use it for one of the other bosses, but when I spawned him, he didn't spawn inside the cage where I had put him. Imagine that. So I had made it with the wither hardened glass, which is immune to the wither, so I figured, oh, I'll just leave it up. I know, it was very rude of him. So, interestingly enough, the wither blew off the corners of the cage, which I thought, okay, that's fine. As long as you stay in there, I'm okay with that. You just need to stay in there. Although there's a hole here, so I have to be a little careful getting in and out. So I'm going to put a block down so I can actually get in and out. So key thing here is get the hardened glass block down. And then I can stand here and shoot at him through the little hole. And when he gets to the halfway point, I have to change to my sword to swipe at him for the remaining bits. So I'll do this, this. Then I have to put a block down to stand on so I can do this, and then this. Nope. And then this. Stand back. Okay. Now we say boom, 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 boom. And then you can see I'm not doing any more damage because now he's immune to missile damage. So now I have to say whoop, 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 whoop. And now he is bye-bye. Ah. And then, once again, he's blown some of the pieces off the sides of the cage, so I've got to retrieve my obsidian. But, ta-da! We have a nether star. Which I used the first nether star to make nitro. So, I have a little bit of nitro. We'll see what the next one is used for, and I do have 3 remaining, so I could do another one, if needed. But I'm like, with my little cage worked like a dream. I was so proud. No issues at all. Didn't take any damage from his explosions or anything. I'm like, thank you. So happy. Alright, let's find our oak trees. Here they are. And now, not all of them grew. Why are you no grow? That was very rude, Mr. Tree. Here I am encouraging to grow and you hit me. I'd like to file charges of assault against this tree. That was very rude. Okay. We'll make sure we get all of the saplings and sticks and everything that this is dropping, because, you know, I actually had to go make sticks because I was out of sticks, which is ludicrous. Could not believe that. Alright. How do you run out of sticks? Run. Alright. So there is more sticks, more saplings, a ton more logs. We'll take this set of logs down. Make more planks. Now, there's got to be a finite number of these bounties. So in theory, we're going to run out of how many different types of bounties there can be. But it'd be nice if we can get like all of them available, but like the ones that we don't like so much, those are the ones I'll put up in the roof because those are the ones I don't care about, and the ones that I really do care about, I'll put down on the walls. And if the ones that we can get duplicates of, maybe the really good ones, I'll put multiple bounty boards of that one down. So if we get another machinist, which would be awesome, I'll put another one of machinist down. That would be terrific. To get multiple machinists, oh my gosh, that would be great. Okay, let's do this, and we're going to request 6. And that'll fill the 6 slots we have in the ceiling. And then we'll get 3 more of these. Okay. First of all, we have to look for the advanced control circuits! There they are, folks! Oh my gosh! We got 5 of them! We can upgrade our crafters to iron crafters. We also got an underwater minecart from thermal locomotion. I'm curious what that is. Oh, I didn't even get to finish checking everybody yet. Here. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. And we had one new one over here, the librarian. So, enchanted books. Oak bookshelf. Okay. Alright, so first let's put our new ones up and we'll see what we get. Okay, so... Oh, you can't see them from down here! Oh, but you can interact with them. Mob hunting. Okay, so that one is new. Okay. Let's do this. Let's put fishing up on the ceiling and bring mob hunting down and take toolsmithing out so that way we can monitor it on the ground. Okay. So now this one's just going to be fishing. And then this one's going to clear out and we'll see what mob hunting is about. Okay. Another mob hunting. Okay. So we'll put, what should we put up there? Let's just leave that one for now. Okay. Three mob huntings in a row? Is it because I'm putting him in the ceiling? No, because that one changed. It must just be the weirdest coincidence that we got 3 in a row the same. Okay. Another machinist! Oh, yes! Okay, so this one is machinist. So let's take this one out. Where did it go? Where did it go? It's not in my inventory. Where did it go? No! It just disappeared! My backpack doesn't have something to automatically pick it up. No, we lost the machinist. Epic sadness. I am not happy. That sucks. Okay, let's see what we get here. Another miner. Okay, that is good. Let's just store that over here for now. Another tinkering. Another dungeon dweller. Damn it! We got a second machinist and we lost it. It didn't somehow end up in here. It shouldn't have. No. I don't understand how it just vanished into thin air. Prismarine rail. Ah! I need more redstone dust quickly. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I brought redstone blocks. Now we're up to 11. Oh, this is so OP. Oh my gosh, look at that! Prismarine rail. Oh! What the? Oh my gosh, look at that! That's the coolest minecart ever! I totally want to build a railroad now that uses these. Oh my gosh, that's so cool! Even if my feet are sticking out. That's still so cool! I love those! Why do you have to be such an OP pick? Seriously, you don't need to take out the entire floor. you really, you don't need to do that. You didn't need to do that. Man, if elite ones show up there too, we could take one of our things all the way up to the top tier. That's insane. I know, game, right? I'm just so excited. Phantom kill, sacrificial bull. Three gunpowder and 3 bone for 8 other stone. I mean, that's not a bad deal either. 3 gunpowder and 3 bone? Because then I don't have to make the arcane stone for it. Okay. You there. Put you there. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put this cool rail stuff, because I'm loving it. Oh, wait, no, over here. Yeah. Okay, not seeing anything wonderful on that one. The mob hunting, yeah, the mob hunting is definitely not terrific. Avy Navy, we just had the crazy explosion again! Are you guys out here blowing up things? You stop hurting my golem. I mean, there's no sign of anything blowing up. Okay, I killed a spider, a spider, a zombie, and a skeleton. But it isn't registering a zombie kill. So I think in the case of the ones where it's a kill, I have to take the bounty down. Oh. Infinite water, anyone? Nice. Water sigil, take that. Four gunpowder for 5 arcane ashes and a Fortuna extract large. I mean, if some of these come through and they're just gunpowder, I've got gazillions of gunpowder. I mean, we've already talked about these before. But a bunch of these are just tall flowers, and you can get a ton of good stuff for astral sorcery. $64 rope and an iron shovel to get 23 diamonds and 44 uranium nuggets. I'm liking the minor one. Okay, so we need one more to finish that hole. And then I think we just make more decrees. Although I think I would like to get... Okay, if I do this... Okay. And decree. I think that's the last decree I can make. The other stone goes over here. I know, kitty. It's just amazing. Alright, let's grab a backpack. And we'll put it up here. And we'll put our rail there. Don't want to lose that. Okay. Put that. Let me grab more coal. Okay, so I have a stack of coal. I can put the obsidian. I can put the slate. Put that bow. Put the bone meal. Okay, what did I put in here that can go in there? The string, the rotten flesh, this. I think that's it. Okay, so string, rotten flesh. The carrot goes over here. Okay. Alright. So if I put that there, and this one is another witch. Oh my gosh, we've gotten 3 witches. Alright, so if I use my axe, it's gone again. Why is it disappearing? Now I've lost a witch and I've lost a machinist. Oh, this is frustrating. Okay, let's do this. Yes! We got another machinist. So we'll take the duplicate witch, we'll put it down here, and take the machinist we want out. So now we have 2 witches. And then we can come over here. We can put this one here. Farming! Okay, that's a new one. Okay, so we're still getting new ones. Okay, so we'll take mob hunting out and change that one to farming. Got 2 left. Let's put them under these 2 here. Millwright. Another druid. Nice. You can craft the decrees as well. It's just you get a free decree when you craft the boards. Let's put cartography in here so I can take druid out. But now I moved the first one that I had, I moved it here. So I don't understand why they're breaking when I try to move them up here. It's really weird. So for now, I'm going to put 2 druids in here. Okay, I have 1 left here. Armor smithing. Okay, so put that one in here. Okay, so now I have 2 of them generating me. Ooh. 14 infused alloys. Oh, yes, please. I need a diamond. I now have 2 machinists generating me deals. Oh, this is wonderful. Ugh. So nice. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes, please. 4 more advanced control circuits. Oh, this is so nice. So nice. Dielectric rod horizontal? HV wire relays. Structural cable connectors. Structural. I don't know what those would be used for. Ugh. Ugh. 3 silver ingots. Come get second. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've spent hours making these circuits. And now we can just buy them. Ugh. Actually, we probably should get those H2PE sheets. Probably should. And we probably should get the infused alloy. Ugh. It's just so nice. Just so nice. What? Oh my gosh! Guys, this is totally going to break the progression in this pack for me wide open. Like, wide open. If we're able to buy all of these things. I think the only thing we haven't seen so far are the elites, right? I have not seen the elites yet. We're stockpiling these, we're stockpiling these, we're stockpiling these. If these are available, I got these. I've already bought ultimate control circuits as well. The only tier we're missing right now is the elites. I have not seen those yet. And the electrician gives you all of this stuff from immersive engineering, and power. gives a freed essence! You'd have half an hour to find a Wilden Hunter and a Defender. Oh my gosh, another one that gives a freed essence! Five minutes for 2 zombie kills. Wild and Stalker kills. Now, I gotta remember which one is which. Well, wait. Wild and Defender, is that the one you have to summon? Where is that one at? No, that's the Wild and Chimera. There's the white one and the brown one. Man, that would be a lot of a freed essence. Oh, but a Kumadori gets off work in 15 minutes. There's no point in us taking those if we're going to have to leave in 15 minutes. That's good to know, though, that a freed essence can be acquired through this. We still have a good stockpile of it. We still have 16 from our last acquisition. So... Ooh. Actually, I'm going to get that one. I need another Rod of the Lands for another craft. That is a good one. Dang, these things are good. Again, Naga. Thank you. This is just... Sheepet! Sheepet! Where did you go? Sheepet? Darling? Hello? We have an emergency? Is she on the map? The silk moth's around. My cows are around. You're here. You've been doing your work. Dude. And for the millionth time, how funny that the thirsty ended up in the waterfall. I mean, seriously. It's just too funny to believe. Hi. Thank you. Have you guys seen Sheepette? I mean, that iron golem's on the mini-map. She wanders if her lead broke. But usually she wanders into the waterfall. Oh, goodness gracious. I mean, she can't fit down any of the hallways. She'd have to be right here. Now, she's the oldest of the golems. I wonder if she despawned? The lead isn't here. It's gone too. Oh my gosh. Oh, we better check on the Prime Minister. Check on the Prime Minister. Prime Minister? The Prime Minister is here. Okay, the Prime Minister is here. Okay, and then Home Astral. Okay. Magus the cooperative is still on his post here. Good there. Okay. It's going to be time to switch the bins out on the potatoes here soon. Mage Bloom flower production here going strong. I don't think I had any golems over here. I had the cows, but I did not have any golems on this side. I don't think. Don't think. So that covers all the golems. I think that covers all the golems. So yeah. Sheepette has left us. We are sheepetteless. Alas, poor Sheepette, we knew you well. I know. We still have the rest of the Golem family, so... It's captive gamers? He took her? I mean, you know, he does have a house to protect. I mean, do you think she moved in with captive? I mean, I joked about him having a sheep moving in with them. I didn't mean my golem. I meant the white woolly kind of sheep. Backing away, backing away, backing away. We recognize that bee. Got it. Where did it die at? Aha. We got mana weave cowl, mana weave bottom. Lashes reinforced brigantine of tenacity of latent magic. Not quite sure how a bee was wearing 3 pieces of outfit. But I'm so used to those bees spawning in this area, I know to watch for them now. Okay, sheepette. Hello? Sheepette, dear. No, she is not here. She did not get absconded by captive. You would never? Well, you know, I mean, I did say you were going to have a sheep for a roommate, so we had to come check if that was the sheep you took as a roommate. He could be hiding or somewhere? I mean, there's not exactly a basement to this thing. It's built over sand. You think he's holding her hostage somewhere? I don't think so. I guess she's been categorized. I did not, no. No. Avy Navy, were you showing sheep at the basement and forgot to let her out? She did. She just poofed. Lead and all. I mean, the whole thing. And the thing is, I didn't notice it until I was running by here. And I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't have to avoid the golem. It's like, just not here. But everybody else is here. We have another brutish zombie. No boss bee today! Oh. More advanced control circuits! Come here. Absolutely blowing this out of the sky. Oh my gosh. 4 obsidian for an infused ender pearl. Oh, hell yeah. I could sit here for an entire evening while I'm knitting and just watch these bounty boards and monitor them and stockpile resources. I mean, this is just not even funny at this point. How valuable. Where did that one go? This one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Infused alloy. We want that one. Okay, now we had one new one. Where was that one? That's not it. Now I gotta find it. Farming. Red fertilizer. A golden apple for 10 emeralds. An apple crate for 7 emeralds. Red fertilizer. A feeding trough and 26 cookies. What is red fertilizer? Red fertilizer. What is that? Speeds up growth from feeding from farming for blockheads. Okay. Okay, that one could be interesting. Millwright. Oh! Hello! Electron tubes and cogwheels? Gantry shafts and gear shifts? Oh, this one's a create one! Builder's tees! Oh my... Oh, millwrights. Millwright's a very valuable one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the valuable ones are machinist, electrician, millwright, witch, druid, miner, think those are them. Entity generic name kills. I think somebody has an error in their settings. Did I break it? No, I must have broken it with my axe. I wonder why they disappeared. Oh, I wonder. I broke them from the bottom instead of the side. That was what the difference was. Breaking them from the bottom, they disappeared, but if I broke them from the side, it was okay to move them. Okay. So they can only be broken safely from the side. Gotcha. Okay, we have another mill right here. Okay, so where is that other millwright? Here. So I'm going to move this one here to over here. And here. So we've got the two millwrights together. So I've got the millwright, the machinist, and my one electrician are all together. So now I have one gap to fill. Well, Naga mentioned this morning that you can actually craft bounty boards and decrees. I didn't know they were craftable. I thought you had to find them in villages. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, oh yeah, I've got like 10 of them set up in my base. And I'm like, oh, so you can set these things up just like a villager trading thing, but you don't have to worry about them getting struck by lightning and turning into witches. This is great. And so I'm like, I'm going to set up a bounty board room here in my base to use for shopping for resources. And I knew about the druid one for shopping for runes of mana, because runes of mana are crazy ass expensive and nobody wants to craft them because they're crazy ass expensive. And so I thought, perfect opportunity to learn what are the other types of bounty boards and what do they offer. And oh my gosh, this is huge because we can get so much great stuff from the machinist that is going to help us jump ahead in our progression, because I can get the control circuits, sure thing, Avy Navy, without having to spend 3 hours making one batch of 2 or 4. I mean, it's not even funny. And I've been able to get the advanced control circuits. I've been able to get the ultimate control circuits and the atomic alloy, which those have been preventing me from making things as well. The only thing I haven't seen yet is the elite tier. So I have not seen the elite control circuits or the elite alloys. That's the only piece I haven't seen come through on the bounty boards yet. So, assuming they're there, and I just haven't seen them yet, because if they have the last one, it doesn't make sense to me that they have like tier 1, tier 2, tier 4, and not have tier 3. Unless they left tier 3 out deliberately, which is also possible. But with these, I can update my crafters to the iron tier, which is going to allow me to get an extra line of an extra row for patterns, and I won't have to make an additional thing of machines and crafters for all of those multi-servo presses anymore. I mean, that's huge for our automation processes. I won't have to keep running downstairs and swapping patterns out because I need to be able to craft this and I need to be able to craft that, and I can't because I don't have the right patterns in the system. I'll be able to just add all of the patterns for the induction smelter or the plates or whichever machine it is. I'm just going to be able to run down, put all of those in there, and just be done. I mean, that's huge, absolutely huge. That's going to be just a major upgrade to our system to be able to upgrade all of those crafters to iron tier. And if the elites are in here and we just haven't seen them come up yet, then we'll be able to upgrade them to the next tier and get another layer, which would just be, again, huge, absolutely huge. Because when we looked at it last night, I'm like, I think I could craft these now. I think. I'm not sure, but I think we'd be able to craft these now. But if we don't have to, that's huge. Absolutely huge if we can avoid having to craft those. And we can buy these. Oh my gosh. Being able to buy these means we'll be able to make mana pearls. And there's been a couple of things we have not been able to do yet because mana pearls are such a pain to make. Now we can buy these for making mana pearls. Again, absolutely huge. And I'm in love with the prismarine rails. Those are just cute as can be. So I'm like, I gotta find something to do that allows me to make a little train because I want to use those in that underwater rail cart. So cute. And then this electrician, he is doing stuff for immersive engineering. And so you've got all these wire coils and turbine blades, windmill blades, pressure tubes, connectors, scaffolding, redstone engineering blocks. I mean, this is some good stuff here. And we just got the millwright. This guy is going to help us with all stuff create, which I know we're going to have to do more create because there's going to be some more of those assembly machine type stuff that we're going to have to do probably in the future here. And so if we can have the ability to be able to buy some more of this stuff, that's pretty nice. And then over here, we've got a miner, and this is basically rope and torches to be able to exchange for blocks of materials. And sometimes it wants us to have some food items as well. Those look very promising. Of course, we have our druid one, which is being able to get rods and astral relays. And of course our mana. And then we have the Efreet Essence, Other Stone, Shadow Gems, that's a good one. Calcs of the End, that's a good one. Blank Slates. I just have to figure out what's going to be an easy way of being able to get mob kills. Isnium Ingots. Yeah, if any of these with the Efreet Essence end up with just like a gunpowder or whatever, like, I gotta jump on that one, because that one's crazy. I'm guessing they're gonna be on kills all the time, but I could be wrong. I mean, so... But there, you get an ingot just for rotten flesh. I mean, that's pretty darn easy. So, yeah, most of these are not that great. And I probably will take some of these down and just store them in here with the extra decrees. Once we figure out which ones are, like, really valuable to have, we'll probably not have every single one of them in the wall all the time. But, I mean, there's definitely this group over here for sure, and then this group over here for sure are very, very valuable. Oh my gosh, the Commanders and Giants are 2 minutes away from finishing in a tie. Goodness. Let me check to see if Akumadori actually got off at 3. Yep, she has just now clocked out. All right. Well, let us wrap this up here. I am so glad we got this set up. Oh my gosh, this is literally going to be a progression jump start for our game, because we're going to be able to do so much stuff now in our tech areas, because we're going to have the stuff we need to be able to make machines and move forward. Oh my gosh. I'm excited. I'm excited! As we were stuck here because we couldn't make this. We're going to be able to make this now. I'm going to be able to get the laser drill set up. We're going to be able to make progression. I'm so excited. If you like today's morning session or afternoon session of E6E, I hope you'll come back in about an hour or so, and we will be back with Stone Block 3. I will go get Akumadori, get her and her stuff home, have a quick snack, early dinner, and then I'm going to switch mod packs. We will get Stone Block 3 up and booted, and then the Chiefs will be kicking off here shortly, and then we will be having a football stream with Stone Block 3 for the rest of the afternoon and evening, as we then shift over to Sunday Night Football. So, give me about an hour, and we will be back. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this afternoon, and I look forward to seeing all of you back here with Stone Block 3 and the Chiefs versus the Bengals. I know Captive will be here because, we're Chiefs fans and we watch the Chiefs games together. So, I will see you all in an hour. Go Chiefs, and we'll see you soon. Later, everybody.